So ntandikanga bulijjo kampiseewo akalango ka mikwano gyange wano aba Sheraton Hotel babajjukiza nti it's a 5-star hotel erabirira ensonga zammwe zonna oba oyagala kusibukuka ne famire yo nga wandyagadde okutuulako mu kifo mwezi obujja. Sheraton Hotel baba that opportunity okuba nti mugenda nebajjukira ebintu byonna bye mwaba mwagadde tekigaana kugendayo. Nabagamba life comes once. Ate obulamu gwabweteekamu gweyenyumirwa ate gwanyumirwa obulamu bwo nobody else. So weekubako enjawulo tojja kudda mu reincarnation ninawe nasoma bagamba oluusi oyinza okumawo nga ate okumyewo ng'embwa. When the spirits go, there is a book I read, it's an Indian book. I didn't believe in the philosophy, but of course I laughed. That you can come back when you are an animal. Not after kumukisa guno enjoying a body. So you better enjoy yourself now when you still can. To wake up at any one time. They have a saying, there is always something for everyone. Wedding, parties, you want to say I do, bridal showers, baby showers, surprise, anything. Just go to the Sheraton Hotel. It's a 5-star, taking care of all your emotional needs, and they're always ready to serve you. Positive emotions, the best spa in the whole country, next to none. They have a lot of amazing packages. They have beauty therapy, exfoliating body scrubs, anti-aging facial treatments, and many more. Mpaka myaka nkaaga yenze omukadde atagenda kuja kwa akazi akakambulya ku mugongo akebye lipstick ne ka makeup gamba akazi ako kakadde nnyo kaludde nnyo tekagenda. Yes, you go for therapies, facials, tozivaamu bakumasaginga omuze ebirowoozo bannange laba eyinza okukaddiya okutukako waya n'omenya n'enkakanyanya before you even know that age. So mwefeeko, go to the Positive Emotions. It's the best spa in the country. They have anti-aging treatments, they have anti-wrinkle treatments, they have organic treatments, and they're located at Garden City. It's the best. That's where I do my spa from. I enjoy every kind of service they give me. They have eucalyptus, herbal steam bath, oyingira munda woti ne weeyokya n'obanga ali miti n'obuliisa bwoti omwoyo kwegamba omwami ne waba kuddeko waya nga nawe weekyayi okakkanamukku nabagamba biva munneewulira. There are a lot of causes of stress. You can be stressed by the food you eat. You can be stressed by a relationship which is not working out. You can be stressed by an environment you're living in. You can be stressed just by thoughts. So when you go for this kind of services, Garden City. That's where they're located, and they'll give you the best, all the best treatment. So program Jenina for the ladies. Sawumweno mwandi badde munonya kubana. Nze ngabira ddala nesigaba sente. Ngaba magezi. Ngaba magezi. Abagala sente siyenze. Mugende mu banka. Wano ngaba magezi. So this season njagala kubako kyengaba neera ngaba magezi abakyala banjagadde okusoma okuyiga mu kitundu. Njagala y'abakazi nga 7 sitera gaba bangi nnyo saagala bantu bangi nnyo. Bantu nga 7 naye ng'oli musiraamu. That's the first philosophy. 2 ng'oli mu kisiibo. Yes, nja kukebera nja kumanya be bakyala benjagala okukwatako ka season kano mbategeeze. We are doing a training for women every week. We have 2 classes, actually 3 now, and these classes will train you in groups of 5. Bagala obiga mindset change okwetereza eddowoozo nabagamba love si mulimu. Temufula love omulimu noonya kyakuleta ku nsi okikole perfectly. Love bawumulira obumulizi, so temufula love mulimu, mubeere nga mwekolako nti oweekolako n'otereera time etuuka nga ebizibu bya love bikwatako katono. Yes, tutabuka naye tetukula nnyo mu mulimu. So we do these classes as self-improvement classes, and we have public speaking sessions, we have presentation skills, singa oyagadde, mindset change, tukukyusa ebirowoozo n'ofuuka omuntu ow'enjawulo. We have reading and writing skills, and yagadde okufuuka abawandiisi. Basomesa ebitabo ebituufu by'olina osoma. You don't read every book, okay? You read according to your trouble. We train you practical skills. Ez'omuntu yandibadde okwagala okubeera counselor. You may have the calling, but you may not know the road to take. And like I always say, Shorten your learning curve. Learn from the mistakes of others. Tolinda kola nsobi zonna, okay? Fe abayita mu nsobi leka tukugambe kyenkugamba kiriza bamba nayitawudda bagamba obukadde magezi sinakadde experience ekaddiya. So we help you discover your calling in life ne tukulaga omulamu omutambulira, okay? Kiwa obulamu, kiwa feeling which is beyond money and achievement, but you feel you're at one with self. Join us if you want these classes. My phone is always on WhatsApp. Write to me and we'll tell you the procedures you go through. We don't take up with it. We take those people who have passion, commitment, persistence. Because that's what we are looking for. So that is what is happening basically all the time, and that's what's keeping me a lot busy, because teaching is something else. So nzema okubajjukiza nti gyegino emiramu gitugenda okutunuulira okuva olunaku olwaleero nga 16 April. We are talking about online relationships. Tugenda zisosootola to the depth. Ogenda okuva kuno ng'ogenza okunoonya omukwano ku WhatsApp group, ku Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, email, wonna gye mugenda ng'amateeka ogategedde. Abaganda bagamba obutamanya tekikugisaako musango. Kati bw'oyingira omuzannyo gwa online nga totegedde mateeka gafuga wabula ogenze kufishingayo kyennyanja, wayina obuzibu. So today we are looking at online relationships. Nga 23 I think that's next week, we are going to look at change in relationships. Enkyukakyuka bw'etuuka mu maka, mu mukwano, kiki ekituukawo, wandikoze otya? It's always not wise to close a relationship, a marriage, to end it in case changes come. So we are going to look at change in depth and how it affects relationships. Olw'ensonga nti tumaze okukizuula nti enkyukakyuka wejja ereeta ebintu bingi abantu bafuuka uncomfortable. Oli n'alowooza nti kansuulewo kino ntandike ekipya nziremu buto kubanga ntidde enkyukakyuka era nemusanga era naddamu n'akyusa kwegamba life is about changes. We go through winter, we go through summer, we go through spring, we go through autumn, but every season has its own guidelines. So we would say it's not good to change a relationship, but you should change yourself. So in all this season, tugenda kuba tutere emotionally. And you read about how to handle change. There's nothing as beautiful as that in life. You can handle anything. Ngasa 2 April, tujja kutunuulira fear and anxiety in life and relationships. Okutya. Anxiety eyinza okuyingira obufumbo, oba agenda okuwasa, oba agenda okufumbirwa, oba agenda okukola family n'alemesebwa n'abivaamu naddayo emabega n'agoba enkulaakulana. So fear and anxiety is a very bad thing to emotional setup of a human being. So we're going to look at fear and change as those major points. Tutereze emyoyo kubanga okutya ate era mwana wattu omulabi mwajjira to break up a very good marriage, to break up a good relationship, to break up a good friendship, to break up a good vision. So we are going to deal with fear. At least I've conquered fear. I've conquered it. So I'll show you how to conquer it in relationships. Muleme kutuuka ku mbaga kuwasa mukazi ku last moment oleme kwapiyaringa kubanga ogamba otidde ng'oyise mu stage ezo zonna babakwadivayisize bakusomeseza buli kimu okiseemu eddakiika ezisembayo n'ogamba naye sigenda kugendayo mpulira ntidde ne weekweka oyo aba mulabe. Okay? So let's understand that fear can break up a very good family, a very good friendship, a very good business, a very good vision, a very good business prospect. Fear. Wetunamala awo twogere ku forgiveness, hunger management, obusungu, okusonyiwa mu bulamu mu relationships. Ekisiibo kino mugenda kimalako nga mufunye mukwano. Tetugenda gana kugera kulabo. It is the ultimate law of the universe and everything comes from love. Then tujja genda tweyongera bingi katika mbasomereko mpaka awo ndowooza tuloke tuyingire public holiday we shall be done. So we have a lot to talk about how to respect your husband, how to a lot of things, red flags to look out for a relationship nga deteriorating okumanya kuno kugenda bayamba okuba ebyekango mu bulamu bwammwe ebibatawaanya ne mulema concentratinga ku mirimu ne mulema concentratinga ku nkulaakulana ne mudda mu laavu ne muzifuula omulimu. Tuli ffenna bannange. Olivia Harris nkwagala nnyo, muganda wange, mukwano gwange, nkulengera wano, webale kubeerawo, mwenna mwebale kujja. So musharinga topic eno, online relationship, it is going to be amazing. You don't know. Mugenda ofuna abaagalwa ku online. Mugenda ofuna abaagalwa. Teri kubeera mu singledom. When the game has changed, there is a lot of good things out there, only when you know the rules. Baba gamba love teina mateeka nzayogera, eina mateeka. Asitotegeera amateeka agafuga business, agafuga omuzannyo bulungi ate obuwangula. So teri kye bakola nga kiri ku mateeka. Because every maker of a product comes with a guideline. Ne wogula ene gadget bagamba these are the rules and regulations on how to use it. So there is a rule on online relationships. And so we are going to look at it today. Mwebale kujja. Zira mobajikiza Mariam Naguja, emanya gange. I'm a counseling psychologist and author, a life coach, passionate about women emotional affairs, pertaining love matters. Sagala muchala, agana kola, asula akaba, ebintu bimutabuseeko olwa love. Love si mulimu, ekyo mukikwate. Basobola banga omuntu afutte love omwe ayagala kufuula bize ku mulimu mugambe excuse me. Counselor yangamba love si mulimu. So tekikufula mulimu. Previously, abataaliwo emabega, wiki nga bbiri emabega oba emu, twayogera about post-breakup dating. Bwe mumala okwawukana, n'oyagala okuyingira mu mukwano omupya, tukiyita post-breakup dating. Nti omaze okumenyeka wali naye ate otandika ekintu ekipya. Twayogera about the rules and the guidelines. Nabagamba wantu gaba rules and guidelines. Otegera omuzannyo. So we talked about embracing a lot of changes that comes after a breakup and accepting it as it has come. And when you're going to look for a new partner, olina okubanga olina by'omanyiko bireme kutataganya. Twayogera about rebound relationships, okuyingira n'obaako omuntu akuwooyawooya n'obutagenda eno omalanga naye muzzeeyo ate gye waba. Twayogera about why women are desperate to date after a breakup, ayina bongera ebizibu ku bizibu, and the signs that you're desperate. Abataaliwo ku musomo ogwo mbasaba mugende ku YouTube channel Mariam Naguja Ladies Guide, YouTube channel link nansubuga so sharing on over any other person. Mugende ko munoonye post breakup dating, how to date again and move on, because oyinza okubeera stuck with somebody's ghost for over 10 years. Olw'obusungu yakulekamu n'oyenjera n'ekintu n'emyaka gitambula n'okiyingiza ne mu kipya, and then you don't enjoy your life. So today we are going to navigate relationships online. Bwe tugamba ekigambo online kitegeeza ensi etuuse. Ebintu etwakolanga mu physical tubikolera kati zino abantu abantinga bannaabwe physically tebakyasobola kweraba, boogera ku text messages. Abantu abalaba bannaabwe nga face to face olina omusoma n'ogamba nnimba oba tannimba, kaakati tukozesa mikutu. Gwalina osoma n'ogamba nnimba according to an exclamation mark oba question mark. Ono nga wandise mu capital letter alabika ayomba nno, bundi obuzina ku small letter alabika kwe tusoma feelings according to how people are using the technology gadgets. So because we are in that era and it has really changed and it will change forever, and I don't think we are going back. Be it businesses, be it relationships, be it what, everything has changed. Bandi be babituleetera baganda baffe. So bwaba baleeta enkulaakulana nga ffe tukyali mabega, ffe ababaako obuzibu kubanga enkulaakulana egenda tuleka nga tuli disorganized. So we need to know these rules pertaining online affairs. Omanye nti di wootomedde, di wofunye omuntu omutuufu, abatuufu mwebali naye ng'olina okumanya those tick points mugamba wamuntu kituufu oba nedda. So today we are going to talk about online relationships, because which ewedde emabega twayogera about post breakup dating kati oyinza okuba eri omuli olutaka lugamba aliwa aliwaddako nogakanyigiraku wano ku online nogenda kuzi WhatsApp group nogenda biti ojja kuddamu omuzannyo gwogumu. So today we have to learn the rules and we have to embrace technology as it has come. So njagala mbasomera quote emu yali mu katabo kange eri mu katabo kange actually anti kati kalaba mu past anti ndi mu kuwandika kalala kati. Technology has made it easier and faster for people to connect. However, some relationships have worked out and others have not. Thousands of women all over the globe have encountered disappearing men, reputation damage, false intimacy as a result of digital connection. Technology has replaced the old school way of a man meeting a woman and dating and later forming an emotional connection. Ekigambo kiri ku connection. Wali muli ku digital, wali muli ku emotional. So, when you look at technology and its growth and its fast growth, speed gye batuvuzeemu ebintu byakyusedda. So obeera ng'oli mu nnyumba ng'oli eyo olowooza bagenda kuomuna bagambe waliyo omukyalo ow'okuwasa eno waliyo omwami okyali mu old school. Ebintu byakyuse engoye bazigulira ku online, engatto ku online, ensawo online byanguwa because it's all about saving time. Be babituteeka mu bali sijja kwogera mu bamanyi. So we are going to navigate relationships today. We are going to learn the secrets of these relationship patterns. Jogenda okugenda ku mukutu gwoti nga baba oyokya bwokya. Bonna abakubye njogedde oli ku bibyo. I have certification in relationship counseling. Kina majoringa in. Kitegeeza nti wetaaga kwogera mpulira n'entegererawo. Nze musawo omuganda mu relationships. Bwoleta wezo nga Mariam mutunulire ombuulire nenkola kwenti. Engamba oyo mutuufu oyo. Yeah, so that's what psychology is all about. So when you get on any online platform, olina okumanya ebintu bino bye tugenda okwogerako olwaleero. Bwe tunaamalira this session, you're going to learn this. You're going to learn the best practices on online relationships, and that means that they are all bad men. Ekyo kigenda kuvaawo olunaku lwaleero. Everybody online is good if you can only know how to spot the good people. It's the same as this normal dating platforms. This is physical. Number 2, online dating is an option to some people, but some people you don't need it. So the question today, do you need it? We shortened your learning curve at the ladies' guide. Ekubo, mukifo okutambula olugendo n'otambula amawanga n'otagala wano kuyisa ne kayitaawo ng'oseving ebiseera. So do you need it? We are going to show you the kind of people who need online dating. Bw'oba ogwa mu biti ebyo, please go ahead. Tugenda kwogera about the advantages and the disadvantages of doing that online thing. Olabe ebizibu ebikirimu n'ebirungi ebikirimu kati gweweeyinge ogambe bino naabisobola oba siibisobola. Tujja kutunulira 10 online dating red flags. Kolabira nti omuntu ono aleka mulimba. Tujja gamba muyayi kigambo kinatuga mulimba. You're going to look out these red flags. Bw'oba ogenze ku dating site, bw'oba ogenze ku ezo platforms zino Instagram biki, obubonero bw'olabirako nti omuntu oyo tagenda kusoboka. Ngenda bawayo obubonero 10 bw'ona agobereranga bw'okechekinga era kati nsuubira nti okutte ekalamu n'olupapula. Eno koosi tolina kugenda gisanga mpozi mu kitabo. Era abataasoma katabo kange emotional happiness nabibateramu ebimu n'ekimalaayo kubanga katabo ako tuteekamu highlighters, pointers, okay? It can guide you, but when I speak even more. So ekyokutaano tugakola the secrets to successful online dating. That number 1 secret eyo asitogitegera bote number 1 secret ebira tutawaana. A story akola ekiri contrary to that secret, ngomugamba excuse me, but don't say. You just block. I don't like bayomberako. Or blocking tadda. Then lastly, we are going to look at the rules. Amateeka gakifuga. Kati amateeka ogategeera, n'oyingira ng'otegedde amateeka, otegedde ebyama ebyo, I promise you have an amazing experience and thank me later. People have gotten marriages out of that thing, and people are benefiting out of it. You can. Anyone who fulfills the need. Okay? And even those who are not in that arena, keshigana kusoma naffe. Life is a process. You don't know what you're going to be tomorrow. So let us just sit in this chair. Kalida bulungi nnyo, kwate kalamu n'olupapula, tutandika navigating a relationship as the online. Because that's where we are going actually. That's where we are now. So learning all this is going to shorten your learning curve in life, in love, in relationships. Mugende mukole sente, muzimbe ebizimbe, mukole enkulaakulana ng'obwongo buli wamu. Asite omuntu akutataganya wano n'akuzza wano ekiddirira wano olaba akantu ako kalinga akatono but muganda wange kyemulina okumanya nti the mind doesn't like confusion. Waliwo akantu ako mu mind ntera okukabagamba akatayagala confusion. Sijja kaba because it's a scientific word and a big word. So bwekawulira confusion in mind is switching off, especially pertaining emotional affairs. Asitoleta love n'ogiteekamu akavuyo nga ka switching off, mind teddamu kulowooza, toddamu kulaakulana, okola uninformed decision, osalawo nga bw'oyagala, owunga buwunzi, ky'otalina kwa kyokola because it has lost reasoning. Let's not go there. So online dating, tweeting, whatsapping, emailing, facebooking, instagramming, chatting, always those are all vehicles towards face-to-face. Nchidamu, whether you're facebooking, instagramming, tweeting, emailing, ati mange munda ebigambo kati nabikwata bukwasi kati obuntu obungi, tweeting, buli any digital platform gwe gyolowooza gyogenda okugendako birina kuggwera ku face-to-face. Until it is face-to-face, don't consider it a relationship, please. So it is not meant to replace face-to-face, no. All those digital platforms tezaakolebwa replacing kweraba kitekyetaagisa anti twogera ku Snapchat ate neetaaga okulaba. Don't fall for that trap. Whether you're instagramming, tweeting, facebooking, whatsapping, byonna bigwera ng'omuntu omugamba when should we meet, omulabeko bwoti. I told you there is power in the eyes. The eyes are the windows of the soul. Bwe nkulaba bwenti nenkulaba, feelings zijja mangu entuufu. In my book I told you why text messages are a dead end. They rarely translate into meaningful relations. Rarely. Wabawe ulimbo kugenda maaso. I believe text messages and I'll never believe them. I believe in voice. I believe in face-to-face because I can feel. But text messages, it is a hidden kind of feeling. So, rule esooka gy'olina okumanya nga tetunnaba nagenda maaso. Anything which is not translating into face-to-face. N'oyogera n'omuntu emyaka ebiri, tomulabangako. Ne mugenda mu gwokusatu and you call it a relationship. Tomulabangako face-to-face n'omu feeling about. I'm afraid to say that is just a fantasy. Face-to-face is the only way, and it will always be forever the only way a relationship translates into an emotional affair. Kubanga face-to-face enereeta enkolagana entuufu than So the goal of online connection is to take a relationship offline. Akonga kudiramu nti ensonga lwaki ogenda ku online ojeyo omwagalo is to take them offline. Bwolaba nga musigaddeyo ku whatsapp ku instagram mukyaliko obubuntu waliwo bulimba. Nze nabagamba wano ndeeta mazima saagala bulimba, especially pertaining emotional affairs. It must be clear. Love is true. So if you see that you're still online, tonna mujjayo ku offline mugalewo mujje mu face kati, that's not a relationship. Ekigambo relationship enkolagana yandibadde nnungi nnyo ng'omuntu omutuuseko bwoti n'omuwuliriza instinctively, but those messages, love you, waliwo akantu. So bottom line, the goal of online relationships connection to connect online is to take it offline. If it's not getting offline, it is merely a fantasy. Webalagudde bwomalayo olaba ngo omuntu avayo ku offline ogende ku face to face offline manya nti it's a fantasy. That is the simple truth you should begin with. Ne bwe sitabagamba bisigadde ekyo ekisookerako ddala kati gwe taking omuntu ena gwoli naye ku online olaba nga tovaayo akipingira ku messages tavaayo tomulaba toyogera nga that is everything. We are having a relationship tokyogera. That's not a relationship. So if it's merely digital, it is just connection, but not a relationship. If you've never met face to face. So messages can create false intimacy. Someone can appear who is not. They can fake personas, they can fake profiles, they can fake appearances. We shall talk about catfishing as we go on. And I would know that somebody is catfishing you. And the definition of the word catfish as pertaining online affairs. Utandiko kuwachinga when the fish is becoming a cat. Wala yako kapa efanana echenyanja. Ngolaba inabu whisker babutabuja obuswiriri. I know abako nechine. It is impossible. So when someone appears catfish, you're in for a game. So the formula for online relationships, Margaret Kamanda, mpandikira akawa. Formula yenu esokera dala. Message, talk, meet, not any other way around. Mchidamu. Message, email, whatever, but message. Next step, talk. Ta-da! Next minute, meet. Ta-da! That's now a relationship. Ntibadiremu. Wandi kwa kubaka, mu email oba mu baluwa, ku online. Vayo. Muveyo offline. Muwe kubire simu to wangi. Nze dobozi aliwulira. Bwe mumala okugenda ku dobozi ekiddako twesangewa ndikulabadde. As simple as that. And that's the formula. Tewali kwerimba, mulikira kwerimba. Obuli tebuliwo. That is the formula. No any other way around. If you miss any of those stages, no gamba message, meet, that's a lie. Don't jump the talk part. Because through talking, we exchange energy. Mbangu ulio mimba, or the real. We are just in pseudo connections. See the sure. Formula yeyo. Email, message, whatever. 2, talk on phone. 3, meet. Hey, Kezi Olivia. Catching a nigga fish. No gamba chenyaja oba kapa. Echenya chibela mazi. Kapa ebela kwa mazi. When you reach that sex state, there is a problem on online. So today, the catfishes, that's the simple formula for online relationships as we begin. So, njagala tutegeere ekisokera ddala, who should consider online dating? And it's not for everybody. Mumpulirize bulungi nnyo. Some of you are not supposed to be online dating people. You're already having enough of it in your communities, in your circles, that you don't need to go online to search for somebody. Some of you need to go there because of perhaps your busy schedules. Okay? So the reasons why people go online are these. And if you're among these ones, please go ahead. Go ahead. So it's just an option. It's one of the options in finding love. But it's not the major. There are many ways. So this is just part of such. So twebuuze, are you really a candidate for this? Because knowing that you need this tool will shorten your curve of finding somebody real. But if you go there when you don't even need it, you will not even respect it. So, first of all, you should avoid the trap of being a serial dater. Why? Because when you go online, you're given many options. By the time you leave, you have 17 people already. Every time you fish one, and you get bored, you can go back to fish again, and that's what men do. As Tomu go on board, you're going to So, let's not fall for that trap of getting used to that serial dating thing. So find the reason for motivating you. Why are you online? Eh? Why are you going online? Find the reason to motivate you to do so. If you find that is not the reason, tomala biseera byo nabyo abantu balala ogenda ku kintu kyotagenda kukozesa. So one, bw'oba ogenze ku online dating, olina okumanya nti abantu abagendayo either bali busy, wali tewaliwo bantu ba sexio. For example, you're working in the factory where they're only women or only men, and you can't find. Or you're in the outcasts of the country, in a new land. Toinayo bantu. Oli eyo kangamba obeeranga ng'omuntu ali China. Nga toli mu China. I think atugenda obeera. You may need to look for the Ugandans in China. Nongeramu bwoti. Those are only some options. So, when you're doing online, don't turn it into a hobby or career. Kyolina osooka okumanya. Bw'oyingira olina okuba ng'olina healthy guidelines and boundary. Oleme kubeera nga obudde obusinga obumala online. Onoonya abantu. Buyinza okufuuka omulimu baaba. Jjukira bonna bajja ate bagira mu emotions. N'olaba Mariam, n'olaba Kezia, n'olaba bonna bangi n'ogamba abafu nga tewafalidde. Eno ndi mukunoonya abantu bali wano. So let it be a habit to have that discipline obutafuuka addicted to being online. Time nemala ng'olunaku olulala online. So if you do not want to search to make it a dominating career, you must allocate time for it. Okay? So omuntu asobola kugenda ku online nga talina mpisa zikifuga, you must maintain self-discipline. Discipline means know when to go there. If it's 30 minutes, do it for 30 minutes, stop, go and work. Don't be online. Bayika bwe bati. It can become a job. So healthy guidelines should be one of the things you consider, and you must be very, very strict on not turning it into a hobby. Number 2, get to know the red flags there. And don't be overtaken by glittering profiles and photos. Nolaba omusajja ng'agamba I'm single. Yalina akaliva kalimu envi. Bannanga anyirira. Atudde bwati n'ogamba mama, ono ali single really? Mubuka. Don't be overtaken by glittering profiles and appearances. Know the red flags. Ezo ngenda zibawa. Okay. And keep on face-to-face. Message. Talk on face-to-face. Bolaba nga temutuka face-to-face ekyo is wasting. She's wasting your damn time. So never oba ogenze ku online dating ngakula togendanga mu privacy n'omuntu oyo nga tewaliwo bantu. Make sure you meet them ng'olina omuntu akumanyi oba mukwano gwo. Why? Don't forget, this is online. Gy'omujja gy'abajja nawe gy'obajja. So the element of trust is a bit questionable. They may be trustworthy, but until when they prove otherwise, don't put your full trust. So never taking them to your home, never to their home, never in their car. It has to be a public place. That is the rule. Until when they prove otherwise. Awonga mushiftinga, mulaba emitendera tewali kupapa. This is online. So, if your lifestyle doesn't meet potential mates, for example, you're too busy, you work 24 hours, you're working in a women or men organization where there are no people of the opposite sex, or things are married, and then in a place where you're the only, you may consider online, because it is an opportunity, because you're not just given an opportunity. However, bw'oba totegeedde nti ogyetaaga nga byenkugambe bino oyinza okugoyinga astray. Okay? So if you're among such people, then you're ready for online. Yetaaga discipline ya kika kya waggulu. Okay? If you're tired of meeting buffets in bars, in churches, even churches, no sisters are there. Oyinza neefula holy. No trusting goes ali holy until when you no gamba neno gye bali mu masinzizo. So if you're tired of that ring, no gamba why? I want to try something new. Let me try online. It may be an option for you. So online dating can be a very great option if you are under those reasons. Okay? So, tusooke tutunuulira advantages and disadvantages. Lwaki omuntu alina okugenda ku that kind of arena. Birungi ki ebiriyo, bekibi ki byoba osuubirayo, because buli kirungi kibamu n'ekibi. At the same time gwalina okumanya balance n'ogamba nja kutwalako kirungi oba nja consideringa kibi. Nothing is bad in totality. It's about how we define the situation. So whatever online banyonyode Instagram, emo, dating sites ezo, amoni nyingi, dating.com, bonna bangi, Afros manya meet. Me I do research. I know each one of them. So bwogenda bw'otyo olina okumanya ebirungi ebirimu n'ebibi ebirimu. Okumanya ebirungi ebirimu kijja kuyamba okwembracinga the innovation of technology with online. Okumanya ebibi ebikirimu bijja kuyamba because everybody has a different story. Some people were duped, others got marriages. Others will say, I got my husband from Facebook, and others will say, oh, I regret. Others say, I got my wife on Instagram. Others will say, what are you talking about? So these are like meeting areas. Think about online like a market, which is not physical, but it gives you a chance of meeting everyone all over the world. Take and the saga to Gamanti. I had that belief that everything online is bad, but I've discovered when I'm doing business that it's very amazing. You sell, you save time, and everything is quick. So if you don't embrace technology, you'll keep yourself in the background. Mariam Nabuja again, the ladies guide. Mariam Nabuja, like the page, follow the page, and share it with your friends. Mariam Nabuja ladies guide on YouTube channel. Nabagamba tugenda kudda ku YouTube esawa yonna. Ate naba kusubscribinga musubscribe. Mujja kwa ntumchanda bawo. Ane sogera. Wababinga takyali online nga gwononya. So let's subscribe to the channel always, and let's keep it always. Mariam Nabuja, the ladies guide. So some of the advantages of going shopping online, kati ogenze mukatale kanambe kugula nsawo ngattowe makeup, kati ogenze katale buti mwezo digital platforms zino. Think of it like shopping. Kisaving ebiseera togenda kuvuga mafuta, togenda kutambuza bigere ng'onoonya oli agambye erinyiga bunyizi bwoti the answers. It is as fast as fast. So it is fast, it's quick. You look through different profiles and then you choose accordingly. Byengendo bawa olwalero bigenda kubayamba okutegeera alimba ku profile n'atalimba, okulaba omutuufu n'atali mutuufu, okulaba ekyennyanja ekifaanana kapa. Ogambe kino ekyennyanja nga kifaanana kapa, wayo kirabyeyo nti nedda ng'odduka. So you don't need to leave your house, you need to wherever you are. You're in USA, you can get someone in Australia, you can talk to someone in. It is all over. Whenever you're in a foreign land, you can find someone there. It is quick. Nabagambe temwelabira. Don't serial date. It's a very bad trap. Okubanga gwagenze mu fishinga wabula ubufudde omuzanyo forever. Ezo kadira mu kintu ekyo mutakivamu. So it doesn't cost a lot of money, of course, to do it, and you don't have to use a lot of energy. It is lazy somehow. And of course, who doesn't like something so quick? So si ya muntu kusimbya wali nakulumya ensirimbo omulize physically. Na atajja wano either jo batajja ng'onyiga ng'ovaako. Nabagambye abazinga biseera linga online business. So those are some of the advantages of online relationships. And then let's look at the disadvantages. There's a single windows. There is a lot of dishonesty. There's a lot of catfishing, catfishing, faking profiles, people faking who they are, personas, swindling people of their money, swindling people of a lot of things. That's the problem with online. And a lot of guys go there, and even guys who go there, they make relationship at their own terms. And now we are in a relationship. Normally, good morning, baby, love you. And the woman believes him. So they can use it as a way of keeping the women in the loop. Even the women, they can have 20 men. So you need to be a lot careful when you're going for that. So that you can also find married men who don't want to appear now faking and fishing. We're going to take it until married date and it is too late. So, however, much as it has pros and cons, there are a lot of also good things out there. Nze ngamba twandibiriivize mu kirungi sitera nnyo kwagala kwogera negativity. I believe in good, because when you believe in good with a positive mental attitude, you can get good out of it. That's what I believe. So twogere okusinga ddala ku watching out for the red flags and okuba nga otegera ebintu bino amateeka gagenda kuyamba okuba nti okuba akavuyo mu bulamu bwo, naye nga nziramu bajjukire nti ekintu engeri okikozesaamu yengeri okifunamu. Online dating can give you a lot of amazing things only when you know the rules. So Mark Andrew mwebale kujja muyite ku bannammwe baana bali oba batomeza ku online banange tuli mulembe mulala kati babajja ku WhatsApp group olina agala namukolyako byayagala namukyayira ku WhatsApp group naladda. So it means let's know how the things are conducted. So let's look at briefly the 10 red flags. Kwate kalamu n'olupapula tugobe ekyennyanja ku kapa. Tugobe ekyennyanja ku kapa. How do you know that this online person you've met is not real? Tutandikira awo. Bw'oba yagala kumanya ali real bw'okyusa bukyusa bw'oti ngende kwogera naye nasazeewo balage ebitali real mwe mwawule. The first one is very obvious. He wants to meet you right away. Yadde mbagambye message talk or meet. Waliwo ka gestation period you can meet. I can't message you now. We talk on the phone ega toliwa. That's manipulation and it's not healthy. So remember always this is online. You barely know this person much as they are connected with you in messaging. You don't know them. You need to keep communicating for some time until when you make a physical meeting. Sometime can be 3 months, sometime can be 4 months. It takes time, just like the physical connection. So it is the same. Much as it is email, talk, meet, over WhatsApp, talk, meet. Between that talk or meet, what can the station period? You need to calculate the balance. So number 2, a red flag is okay. Number 2, when muba mwogera n'omuntu ono mu messages amwe oba ku masimu katona mu meeting atandika okwogera ku past relationships ze nga tuna namulaba mboozi z'abanyumya. Mujjukira ku rebound what we covered last time abataliwo mujja genda ku YouTube channel the rebound relationships. Yes, this time abayinza okufula rebounder nabo bagenda owonirako. Rebound relationships are good if you know the rules. Nazibawa mugende ku YouTube channel kati gwoba oyagala fuuka rebounder nga baku reboundingirako bw'owulira nga tuyagala rebound you get off. So if you don't want rebounds in your life, and it's a lot online, oyinza okugendayo n'agamba kati njagala mbonerako nakureboundingirako. So whatever nga referringa buli mbozi zange, you see I had my girlfriend, you see my past wife, tanaba kuona bolaba nga meta mu conversation kumanya kati ono naba amateeka ono rebounder akyajjukira omukadde yagenda nzaddeetaaga coach take off. Ayite mutya tewesiba mu kintu ekubanga oli desperate. Nabagamba how to deal with desperation, mugende ku YouTube mulabe video ezo. It will teach you how to deal with desperation. Uleme kubeera ng'opapa ng'ogamba bugambi okay see you then nosika naawe. You don't need even to say bye. This is your life. Okay? So number 3, flag number 3. He makes you feel sorry for him. Atia. Our later stories is enough. Women are naturals and we are very kind people and we love stories. And men like telling sad story. You see, it's been a while. I've not had a girlfriend for the last 2 years. Oh, really? Yes. Can you imagine I've not enjoyed myself? Oh, sorry. That monster. That witch. The movement of a video. Sorry. kati okuba omusasi anobeera in depth of story, you become the prey. Okay, so never base a relationship on feeling sorry, especially when it comes online. You see, I traveled into this country, my God, my visa expired, now here I am doing nothing because my bag new stories naloza funye bambi omwami already naku sweetheart. Those stories are told every now and then. So a pity relationship is not a relationship at all. Never start a relationship with pity. Chiba chibi. Chibi nyo, because they will manipulate you. I've told you, men like stories, telling sad stories actually. Women like listening. So guilt tripping, natango kuingiza mubintu toyina kisa. You are ruthless, please. It is your life. You better be tough, because when it comes to breaking up, it is you who will cry more. Never pity date. It's the rule online. Pity dating, kusasira, you don't know that person. I don't know how many people is telling those stories. And in any way, are you a manager of this world? Go fixing a man. You don't have problems. Are you fixing everybody who comes upon you? No. So you have to be very strict on that. Pity dating, no. So if you find yourself feeling guilty and obligated to pick his calls, why I'm calling you? Why are you picking? You want me to die? Where are we going now? This one needs pity. So my sister, a pity date is a huge red flag. Togeza kupitinga muntu nga tomulabyeko, omumitiza online, aleta stories ennaku, eri bagenze kunyumya ssanyu, bagamba love ssanyu. Toleta ennaku. You lost a job, I am lost, I am bitchy. That isn't stories you should listen to. You end up in manipulation. Okay? So, number 3, flag eyokusatu, are qualities of do's and don'ts. Just imagine you've gone to a dating site. Gamba, these are the things I want. You must be slim. You must be a good cook. You must be wild and sexy. It means they are bitter and they're demanding. So that demanding personality and bitterness is not the person you're looking for. Relationships are not run on bitterness and demand. So it means if you grow fat, they'll throw you out. If you're not sexy enough, I'm sorry. So these kinds of profiles are from narcissistic personalities. If you're not fit, don't come. If you're not tall like this, don't come. Jump out of that. That's narcissistic. Red flag number 4. He won't talk to you on the phone. Mwogera ku message nemufuka hyper. Boku bese mutajikwata. Naye wamunda ku message ngayogera. Red flag. He wants to keep you on messages. Mujo kinabagambye message, talk, meet. Kati yaga kubuka ka talk kubanga ogenda musaba meet. Kati kalinga ka meet mukajjamu. Ngobera ku message. Sweetheart, you can be on a message for the next 5 years. Ngomuntu agamba ira bine ku message ninga tomulabangako. It's very possible. Linda Evelyn, messages does not translate into a meaningful relationship. Always remember the rule: message, email, 2, talk, 3, meet. I'm feeling you. So it's a huge red flag where you call somebody, they don't pick, but they can answer your text messages. Don't even think otherwise. That's a red flag that this person just wants to keep you on a loop. Turn along them, by the way. Now we'll look back at your message. Red flag number 5. Sidabania wandika wani. Dorina. Sidabania wandika. Margaret. Hey. Red flag number 5. He sends you sexy pictures. It's actually obvious. Akweza kuchifuba che. Nakama nawe mpereza akolabe. Olaba omuntu nga jide mu kintu ekyo. Nudes. They're not real. That's by default. It doesn't matter how many messages they have sent, how many fire up deco, as long as it goes to nude. I told you sexting is not a relationship. Sexting is that habit of somebody sending romantic pics to okuchamula chamula ovejo di mambo. Musobola okumisinga katoko nimugenda ku meet nenga jide ku text message. Aweleza bwata akafanani. Ngoli msajja yoka allo. Toko ne mujibuka karulu ne mukamenya. Nimugenda ku where are you? Where are you? Ne mugenda ku text message. Those are red flags. So, anything, he's actually not cute, he's not even funny, he's not even sexy. Just disconnect. That's not a real person. And he's not even a candidate. This is online. As long as online goes into news, nude, but straightforward. So you're looking for a relationship, not a rebounder. Nabagamba rebounder, baba kasera buseri. Rebounder so but if you're looking for a relationship, that is not the person you're looking for. Please consider that as a red flag. Don't be excited at all and never share your nudes. Never. It's a no-go area. Red flag number 6. Watch out for extreme emotion and a display of anger. Whatever ngakutoka kuma nguwaya ne ku messages one. Akutoka kuma nguwaya. That's a tell that that's an abusive person. Whatever akutukidde kuwaya ku messages tandaba na kulaba. Manya nti singa mubeera mu relationship yadda ate agenda kwabika bwabisi. So if you see the signs of hunger and disgust, banji nyo banasisi babira ku online yoko. Banji nyo, because if someone can't get in their community and they turn to online, kitegeeza there's something they're looking for but they can't have. So every time you go there, no sangu abantu especially abazunguzungu abantu ogere mu Luganda, baba n'ekintu ekyo ekya hunger and display of that emotional disgust. So excuse yourself. Don't apologize. You've started on the wrong note. Hunger is not a display of affection. It's a display of disgust. So, red flag number 7. One when you're catfishing you. So he puts off meeting you for unrealistic ebanga litambula tomulaba naye ng'ogamba omuntu ngatukugedde ebbanga lye naye talabika time netambula talabika. They don't want to meet you because there is something they lied about and they know kati ogenda kiraba mu reality singa kumeetinga. So bakuwa time eyo obeere confused. So catfishing is when someone sets up a fake profile on either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, email, anywhere. Nakola profile nga si yeye. Nakwata face y'omuntu omulala perhaps anyirira, oba omusajja ali influential, oba omukazi omulungi n'amuteekayo bw'ati. Kati gw'ogenda okwana olwo oliko Olivia Harris naye nga si yeye. Mu particular, ng'omukyala muddugavu n'ataddeyo mweru to get your attention. Omwami ali eyo mu kiyumba talina na mulimu. Ali eyo talina gwe oba akola birimu kyali eyo n'ateeka ekifaananyi ky'omusajja ali successful. Obama. Or anybody. Gwalaba nti ojja kufuna attention. That's what they call catfishing. So it's a trick people use when they're looking for love, usually to extract something out of the victim. They use fake pictures, fake personas, fake profiles, everything to be fake. But then everyone runs to that profile and goes, omuntu mulamu. Kati wojja wo otogoba tomulaba. Time etambula tajja. Time etambula tomulaba. Temuva ku message, text. Mukyali text. Time netambula temugenda ko mutoko. Okay, mwizo kwa brenga ko mutoko nenga meet ekyakiguruka. That one is called catfishing. So when abagambye wali gatandika nti olaba kapanga efana n'ekyennyanja. Wali ogirabyeyo mama. Then have you ever seen a cat which looks like a fish? As in persona ndala. Ekifaananyi kya muntu mulala. Ayogera munda muntu mulala. Wabula gamba ate nkwagala. Kati wenayo onaatuuka ku muntu oyo ani gweyagala ddala. Remember, you came because of the photo, because of the profile. But the profile and the photo is not the person you're meeting. It's happening a lot. Many people are using Facebook, fake profile, to even abuse other people. Now, what's a profile? Na jena yefu omuntu omulala. Nenga fake is a profile. Na kwata kafanani na akateka iwali. Akakozesa fo to hook public wound, public eye. Kati n'abanja una kati abagenda by extracting them something, usually money. Usually either money, but something must come out of it. That is called a catfish. The person doing it is a catfish. The activity is called catfishing. The person who they are lying is called catfished. Catfished. As in it's impossible. So, catfishing is people forge their biographical information. Either Gomusubira kubeera Ireland, ali South Africa. Balimba. So, it's very tricky. Most of the time, many people are faking, and that's the biggest problem of online. So, signs of catfishing, the cat is resembling a fish. One is they won't pick up your phone call. You talk. Message, hey, no, come and they never pick, but they return the message. Catfish. I remind you. In the Ladies' Guide to Emotional Happiness, I told you, text messages rarely translate into meaningful affair. Why? Because they make a relationship, emotional connection very hard. Kitegeeza nti wemba siwulira eddoboozi lyo ate nga sikulabyeko nfeekinga enneewulira yange gy'oli besinga oli ekifaananyi kyendabye oba ebigambo byowandiise, and which may not be real. Okay? So bw'olaba nga omuntu omukubira essimu tagikwata naye nga mwogera ku messages naye nga mutuuka ku ddoboozi alibuuka oba omugambo waayo nkusangewa nga gantujja kulaba, that's a catfish. Era gamba bugambi eno kapa efaananyi kyennyanja. Saagala kumaliza nga nange nfuuse kapa y'ekyennyanja. I don't want to be catfished and get out of that catfishing. It is the biggest issue on social media. People lying who they are not to catfish you, and then you fall into the trap. Sign number 2. The syllable one of Margaret Commander Wandika. Nansuga simulabye olwaleero. Sign number 2 is they don't have many followers or friends. Bw'okebera bw'oti profile yaabwe ewa Facebook, Instagram, emo abaako n'abantu basatu bw'okebera ng'ojja kulaba tutegeera naye ng'agamba naawe akulabye. That may be a catfish. They use somebody else's photo. Ekyo olina kiraba after some time. Photo eyogera kirala, munda mulimu birala. He's a catfish or she's a catfish. They never meet you or video chat. Bw'okuba video tagikwata kubanga ogenda mulaba naye ng'ateeka message akaddamu. Catfish. They ask you for help or money. Kalike nabagambe they love stories. Omanga gamba, can you really help me? I was on my way, then I am really stuck. I started getting story and I am spending, and remember, this is online. When it comes to financial issues online, it's a big no. So, bwe obusaini obusinga amangu olabirako catfish. Omuntu azze ng'alinga kapa efaanana ekyennyanja. Bw'atyo wafaanana. So, those are the things you should consider when you go out online, and then be careful of catfishing. It's a lot. Red flag number 8, tukyali ku red flags mbajukiza tetunaba kumaliriza. He compliments on your physical appearance the first time he contacts you. Wow, nice eyes. I love those full lips. Oh, I'm into brown women. Oh, I like it. They don't look at the persona inside you, or the character inside you, or the values inside you. They want the physical you because they want to rush something. And they usually send everything in form of a letter. Hi, sexy. Oh, nice meeting you. I like those blah 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 blah. They just forward. They forward. So they sent quite many prospects in Paka Omo. That's another red flag. Complimenting on your physical attributes very quickly because they are rushing you in believing them. Second last, red flag number 9, he overshares. Okugeza. his divorce experiences, his ex-girlfriends, his damaged past. Tanakulaba. Nabagambye buli kimu kirina kwogera face to face. Tekirina kwogera ku digital platform. Meet me and story, but not online and on a message. So social media is not a place to share such stories of broken pasts and exes and whatnot. We need to meet. Mulabe chikambo chendemedeko face to face. We take the relationship offline to bring it into the fruition of a relationship which is emotional. That's the goal of online. To remove you from online, to take you offline. Not to stay there. That should be your goal. So, those stories are meant to forge an emotional connection. Oh, look at my kids. That was their mother. Oh, then you're in. And next, it's a lie. Lastly, the communication becomes inconsistent. He makes plans and he cancels them at the last minute. That's a red flag, and that's not somebody you can really base on a relationship. So respect your instincts and gut feelings most of the time. Just guidelines you can follow to see the red flag through a very fake relationship. So believe in that small voice inside you. Catfish. Tomotegedde ne waba physical man ngolaba emoto gedinge genda mata tedda mabega kiringa ekyenyanja kiringa kapa ngamba ono kati catfish agenda kumfula catfish nange I may lose reasoning. Once again, Mariam Nabuja, a relationship psychologist, a counselor, a life coach, and author of 3 best-selling books now. Ladies Guide to Fulfilling Relationships and True Happiness. If you're a lady out there, nabagamba omalakano love. Nabagamba nze buli kyemu nkola with intelligence. I go an extra mile and give my best. I don't just do stuff because I want results. Akataba akaddako emotional happiness. Kano katereza endebye newulira. Okuba abanazi, okuba abalimba, improving your self-esteem. Buli mulama ko kisoma buva muno. Wano ngaziya bugaziya. Nebyo nabiri muno. Online dating byo nabiri muno. Akokusatu dino. Okoyo vuma omusajja, okoyo vuma abantu. Yense kufuukidde ekizibu. Abantu bazibu. Toddamu kuyomba n'abantu. Journal it. It's a therapy that heals you from within. I told you how they do it in my second book, and I even produced the journal. We are improving it with time. I want it to be one of the best journals. So, JJ Mitchell Bagambi, red flag of Zuli. Never did there be, I mean, Kumi. Ninja is also more. So, how beautiful is it when you go to online? Now go make a catfish. No gaga to nimba. Unansaba nudes. Unanseze okay? Mkuba masimu takuwa tawala tukia message ha. Kansala ya ngamba ntoyo kati. Alika catfish. Those are things you need to know. Nabagamba obutamanya takulisa ko musango. Tokeza no ingia chintu tutasomye. Never go into online stuff without knowing the rules. You'll mess up everything. So, tunatera okumaliriza lero njagala funza mangu tulabe ntukiriza obudde buno okutusobozesa okuba nti tusebuluka abasiibye era nja kukoma ku ssaawa 12 eddakiika 4 tugende. So ndi mu kumaliriza. The number one secret online dating mugiwulirize. The number one secret. If you can forget everything of the secret. Yeah? And already you know it. 1. As you already know, the main problems with meeting relationships online is that feeling that you're being duped. There is a lie. Is he honest or not? That is the instinct in your heart. Everyone who goes online on WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, bena Facebook. Feeling a gamba or muntu no mutufu is the first question. What about recommending it? Who is the recommender? The dating site. Who is the recommender? The Facebook page. But you can't trust them fully. So, now, what first thing is you need to know is to do some research. Never be with someone you've met online. Research. That's a never. Kubanga tibamu ku recommending it. Singa nze abamukwadde nkubuulira naye ku luno yegwe yeetutte n'omwegirayo ekyennyanja kuba kyevubidde. So I would think research esooka. So it's like running an online business. Katomanyi emitendera gitambuliramu. You're the one in gambling. So when you go online and you fish somebody without making that commitment of knowing who they are, not the site. Okay, so start with this. Google their name. If they are saying they are called Mariam Naguja, typing a Mariam Naguja, they either have a Facebook page, they have an Instagram page, they have a court case, they have, but something must come out of that Google. Whatever ngane kukoto mulabako, tewali catfishing again. Agamba nkulabi nenga talina mukutu gonna gwa mulabako. That is already somebody who is not anybody. Do you need that person? No. So Google them. Check their social security card. Abali ebulaya bazibawa. Kati wemba munyo mugamba if you can access it. Ulabe bimogerwako. Unabisobola. Are they victims of rape? Are they criminals of rape? Are they? You need to know. Tewali gamba nti you're stalking. Don't even think about it. That I'm here, I think I'm stalking. You're not stalking. You're becoming a wise data. This is online. It's not offline. So don't be lazy to Google. Don't be lazy not to find out this person because you're going in for a long haul. And when they emotionally engage you, you'll gain up for a long time. So I would think, so come to swallow, Munonyezeko. Olivia Kezia, Olabi. Our Facebook friends, who are their major friends? Yes. Nafuna omukisa nasomesebwa psychology, which means to kumanya. I don't leave anything unturned. Never. I do. Because ngendo kuyingira ngandi 90% or 80%. 20 oyinza okunfunika but 90 manji I mean over 80. So Google their name. If you find a mutual friend, Mupokne, do you know this person? Do you know Mebo Namulondo? Whatever friend you oh, she's my friend, really? Oh, is she married or not? Yeah, well, people talk. You pick. The Banyankole have a saying, Owa Shweda Abuza, like that. Owa Buza in Uganda version. Or in English. If you're dating somebody, Wanaring, try to inquire. Don't be ready for accidents. Don't be ready for accidents and surprises. You don't need it. So find whether you have any mutual friends with them. Who is their friend? Talk with them. Extract some bit of information. We're getting this way, 30%, 40% about this person. So don't wait to be surprised. So if you're emotionally mature, dig for this information. Okay? And believe what they're saying because they know them better. Again, if you have a chance, now this is the hard one. Ask their exes. My ex is and ex always speaks the truth. Don't think it's beef. No physical world, try to know your exes. Befriend them on Gamene, Agamba, ha, almost a joy. Campo Savide, Toniga. Don't be emotional in these issues. We are trying to save time of the emotional entanglements, which are not necessary. Believe them. It's hard. Sichi amukenda ex nomugamba soko mbulire mu. Maya ukana lwacho jakuya kasitola mutufu. Mutufu. So, gumo obuze. Never hide your head in the sand, and because it will get you longer in that kind of arena. So zeze ensonga ezimu zolina okumanyako naye nga bwe mbagambye bw'oba ogiyingiddemu. Yeah, that's the secret. Research. Togezanga n'ogenda n'omuntu mpozeko research. Mukoleko research mpaka lw'otega n'ogamba because issue eriwo catfishing nyingi ne mu nsi muno eyaffe eya physical world. Catfishing nyingi, people are lying. So don't be surprised when you turn out to be nga kyoli omusuubira sekyali. So instead of wasting all that time, do that. Genda okebere ku gundi zaabwe, genda okebere ku profiles zaabwe, twala obudde bwo baaba onoonye bani bayogenda bo, poke them. Si lugambo, you're being a wise data. Ate wakuwa emotional entanglements ezitalina makulu obudde tolina. So go. Kyebalusomesa mu psychology ekyo. You need to know everything. Never leave anything unturned, otherwise you'll get surprises. So there are 4 essential rules. Margaret Kabanda. Yes, there are 4 essential rules to this online thing. 1, katika numateka, when you get rule. Rule, chitegeza teka. Kati wakana, watu wakana. So 1, don't date a guy with a suspicious profile, online profile. Whatever omuntu nga bwembigambe biri talina ba mutual friends opokinza omuntu agambe nze simumanyi oyo togenda maaso. Don't, because it is based on trust, sweetheart. It's based on trust, and trust is not there. So bwolaba ng'omuntu alina catfish kikinagambi face eri kuli amanya sigeego, everything is catfish. Ekyennyanja kifaanana kapa. Don't try with it. Perfection is a human being, something that a human being will never have. When you say profile which is glittering, ng'eraga nti omuntu w'amaanyi, remember the word catfish. Perfection is not something a human race has ever achieved. No one is perfect. So if you see a glittering profile, remember the saying, not all that shines gold. There is something inside there. So don't believe them first. Make your research next. Rule number 2, be selective on the information you're giving out about yourself. This is online. Oyine wakupokinga atya. Nze abagala okwinjamu information noseka. Bana ekyamutawa nakunkubira. I am a psychologist, which means nasoma bwongo bw'abantu. Mu lulimi Oluganda, ninga omusawo Muganda. Asoma abantu gatoyogere nakwogera mpana kutegerera. So even if you make a call like this, ononyamu information, mana kutegerera. Don't even bother. So take that even information you give out, beranga a psychologist. Uli wakubuza ebintu ngwa bigenda personal. What the hell are you trying to ask? You're not supposed to ask about my personal affairs. That is personal. If you want to be personal with me, become my friend. You're not my friend. I'm not a public good. Information. No. That's not the road I want to take. So even you online, talk kids up, do more information, too much. Your card number, for example, your residence, your address, your passwords, because of that digital connection. No. So under any excitement of emotions, stop a bit and check yourself what are you giving out, because it's what they're going to use against after some time when the relationship has not even taken place. Okay? So trust is the issue in love. And be careful on how you give it out on social media. Those people are not your friends yet. They're not your lovers yet. Until when it gets to physical connection, you feel them and you spend a bit of some time with them. And then your trust levels must now what? Upgrade. That is the rule. Okay? Rule number 3. Muzuri amatekako. Bamugavole. Genda obikole. Mfulde chigenda okubeerayo. Ekiyitibwa a human being. Perfection and trust is very questionable until when somebody proves themselves. Rule number 3, togabanga profile yo. I mean, don't give out your password as a social media platform. Not even your girlfriend. They can misuse it. They can misuse it. Kati alina acha kiganyega tali nawo yakozesa platform yo eya akawali
So never give out such password, not even to your friends. Keep your social media passwords in a safe place and by you. You don't need any social media password with anybody. Okay? That is your password. It is personal. That's why Kagamba take a password. No. Rule number 4. Do not meet an online prospect. Let's meet here. Much as you trust them in feelings or messages, you need to go with a friend. You have made intimate conversations via email and text messages, but that's not enough. Okay? There are a lot of gigolos, liars. Mojuka liars, data as a topic. They know how to communicate, to lure you into trusting them. So when you're going, Mukamba, I'm coming with my friend Dorina. I'm coming with Margaret. Please, if you're comfortable with it. But what are you comfortable with? Then they're lying. Then your friend and Abanga and tell somebody where you're going. Why? Because there is a lot of mishaps in that industry. So meet them in a public place. It is safe to come along with somebody, and the better. Rule number 5. Rule. Sigamba point over tip. Rule. Take up. Tasis byamuka magamba even men. Nabagamba this is a ladies channel. Wala bechigambo he take away she. Love is for both of us. But because I don't want to say he, she, Jakowa. Katikogamba bagambi where there is a man, take away mukazi. They're the same rules. Yeah? Rule number 5. Decide who you're looking for. Bogenga have social media platforms or dating sites. Oina kujane kalisti kakatondo. Ya debagamba temukula list ya lovers. The list must be there. You may not fulfill all the points in the lists. You may not have it all, but at least you have a guideline. A list will guide you. Just imagine going to a supermarket without a list. Nogamba kati ngenze kula butto. Kubanga mbesa buni. Oyizo bayo nga tomubuze na mukula. Nogamba, oh, by the way, I forgot in a roll on ojijako. Nogamba, hey, by the way, oh, the toothpaste is done. Ojijako. Oga tukawalinga necha kude sichechiku chichechu. So think about online dating or online businesses as the same way of making a list. What a kalistiko ako omuntu kuwandye gombe okubeera naye okugeza oyinza okwagala omuntu webika ebimu because any smart daters knows what they want. Perhaps you want somebody who is intellect, you want somebody who is smart upstairs, you want somebody who is honest and reliable and integrity, anything like that. Like, write it down. So make that person you're looking for the picture clear in your head. You may not get the exact person, but you have a guideline. But don't go into the shop called the online without a list. Every chaff, everything. Toothpaste, wagenda gula sabuni. I don't give toothpaste. So I would think making a list will guide you. You may not get somebody exactly like that, but at least you have the guideline. So make that a small list. You enter the site. Okay? But don't go without a list. Don't go without a list. So if your list may be having 6-pack, I want a 6-pack. Who drives the fastest big car? For show off. That may be a need. But I don't think that would be a need for anybody who is mature. Okay? Because when it comes to relationships, what is more attractive is somebody being reliable, predictable, and understanding. Those are the values which money can't buy, and they don't change, by the way. Because a 6-pack may become a 1-pack one time, if not a 20-pack, which you don't even want. A fastest car may even become obsolete. And even the money will not be there. But somebody with good character, somebody reliable, predictable, accountable, those are characters you can't buy with money. That is gold. So I would think that is more attractive when you're writing down your list. Omuntu omwesimbu tebafunika. Abantu abategeka kyayogera kyategeeza tebafunika. Omuntu eyeekozeko personal development tebafunika. It is expensive, to do so in matters of time, diligence, and discipline. So oba okolaka requirement yako, a beautiful woman with big legs, with the smile with the bichi, all those things can fade away. She can become fat, she can become slim, she can become dark, she can become brown, she can grow old, she can get wrinkles, but a good character is never changed. So I would think character should be it should be number one when you're looking for somebody, and of course with stable employment. You're not looking for somebody who is jobless. Never come, but if you don't have a job, look for a job, then you get love. Don't confuse it the other way around. Because how can someone fall in love and saga gamanti you get the movie? Ofuna tia mani agagwa mu love nga toteredde. Nga ebirozo bebidduka. So zengamba, let's understand that go out, find a job, stabilize. You may not be so rich, but have a reason to live and work. Then making love a job. That's not a job. You're becoming somebody's slave. Nabakamba, in life, when it comes to love, there is an exchange. I can't give you my money when I'm not getting out what I'm paying for. Money should be earned. It's the rule of money. It's earned. It's not given for free. It's a rule. You must earn it. So kati ulabanga kugamba nti love wagifuula mulimu. Luobo limu abo abanoonya musajja mpasa bwe nfuna wentuula munnaye nga ntereera. You're dreaming, my sister. You're dreaming, my brother. Bajja kukozesa emirimu etali gigyo. Ojamaliza ng'ofuuse tewataali. And always remember, there's nothing in this world like something for nothing. That's a foolish man's world. I'm sorry to say. Olaba ng'oyagala ebyobwerere nga tutadde banyoleke kikyamu. Because the universe doesn't operate on such laws. Tekamu ofune ekyenkanonkano, and there is always should be an equilibrium. Obwenkanonkano bulina okutuukawo. So bw'olaba nga toyagala mulimu, toyina mulimu, wabula ogamba oyagala gwa mukwano, waliwo akantu awo. Waliwo akakunizo, bagenda akakuniza Abaganda. Waliwo ka exclamation mark awo. What are you trying to talk about? I'm looking for love? I want to marry, but I don't have a job? Are you a thief? Njagalayo mukyala alina ku mulimu twewase. Don't make love look bad. Mwabafumiriza waavu. So mugende tukole. Love si mulimu. Love tumulya obumulizi. That's the rule. So etteeka ery'omukaaga ku online. Ndi ku mateeka kati. Remember, kano kakulu nnyo, to consider age when dating, or when looking for a loved one, or when you're going for those things of online. In my book, The Lady's Guide to Emotional Happiness, number one, declared dating by age. Bogenda ku dating site oba online platform yonna, omuntu ofangayo balaba myaka emeka, tebakulimbanga nti age is such a number. Those are words. Age is experience, and experience is what makes us grow. Okay? It's not questionable. So when it comes to love affairs, age is not just a number. It means a lot. One, with the experience we grow with age, tuchuka. A 20-something is not a 30-something, is not a 40-something, is not a 50-something, is not a 60-something, is not a 70-something. Buli myaka ne bwe munagenda ddala abasajja mmwe abaganyi baba. You remember that Teletubbies? Bino bibebe ebibeera ku cartoon. Now they have grown. Nga byambadde shorts. Ebisajja nga binene naye nga byambadde shorts. Biganye okula. Ne bagamba now the Teletubbies have grown. Abamu tebagala kaddiwa. Ddala abasajja baganye okukaddiwa, okukkiriza okula. Si kukaddiwa but okula ebirowoozo. And they stay in the dating room pretending as if age doesn't matter anymore. It does. Why? Social media as a platform or any dating market is segmented by different groups, age groups. Buli age eyina ebyetaago byayo by default. Buli age eyina ebizibu byayo by default. when you're approaching this online dating thing and somebody says, I'm a 53-year-old, there's something you should expect out of their mouth or out of their dating resume. By then, either they are married before or divorced, or they are still married. They may be having children, but maybe they are separated or divorced. They may have stabilized financially, or they have broken and damaged life because of the not wise choices they made. They may be looking for somebody to settle down with. You may not be so beautiful, you may not be so exciting, but they need a calm person because at that age they have seen enough. I'm telling you, age matters when it comes to dating. It's not questionable. When you go to a 20-something, they're just starting out life. Their oggies and obbies are just getting their first new car. They're getting their first new job. They've not even stabilized financially. Financially. You see, women have a biological clock. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta. Katina basajja balina financial clock. Ta, ta. Buli mwaka okuyita wagamba kiki kye nneekoleddewo. Ngenda myaka 45 kiki kye nninawo. Because a man's power comes from his pocket. So even them get worried about the financial clock. Nga walking away no gamba nange nkaddiwa munange. Njaka kwangwa mangu obudde bunzi gwako. Omwami yamboza Mariam lwaki abakyala bagamba tubamalira obudde mulagawa. Bote baina budde tubagenda. So when you go to the dating market, physically, offline or online, mumanye nti the market has segments of age. Era ofanga nnyo okumanya age y'omuntu otegere ebyetaago bye at that particular age. A woman in her 30s, ebyetaago birala. A woman in her 40s, ebyetaago birala. A woman in her 50s, ebyetaago birala. So a man, ebyetaago by'omwami in 30s, in 30s, for example, abalabi abawala. Then commitment is coming ajiduka budusi. Bamugamba mpasate disijja kwasa unazalazala y'obwana wo unakuwa mzi mistakes zaba baby daddy. Nawe zaga. Natandika kulanto omusajja w'obuvunanyizibwa abaako ne wasula. Ate na establishing their domestic life, it is part of success. Niyezula. Kati gwe omusanga gwali mu party eri gye nkugambye. Togamba nti gwaliko obuzibu. Gamba dating by age. So consider too much of that. Don't say it is a number. No, it is number in looks. In looks you can, but when it comes to the mind and exposure of information, you have grown. So amen. When you're searching out, ask for how old is she. She may not tell you. Try to know how. Now I'm still 22. At 22 I'm emotional. Nkaba no kaba kati nja solo kaba oyagala simu no kaba. You can be emotional because you're still young, but as you grow even the emotions die. Men in their 60s they aren't even emotional. No kaba maziga kunywa na kaba bichi yala balabadde. So always remember rule number 6: when you go out in that dating scene, look for age as part of your decision making. If you want to know what happens at every age of somebody's life pertaining relationships, the ladies guide to emotional happiness. Nateka mtu pikibanyita dating by age. Otegere myaka ekichirimu, and that's the reality. So don't say it's a number. No, it comes with an experience. And then there are different needs. And then you may not fulfill the needs, or you may be in a wrong need. And then you will clash. To defend. So the dynamics of age, more emotional happiness is jakuyamba. Okuba nti opicking omuntu n'ogamba kale yandire kano kali mu 20 something. Kano kali mu 40 something akali machuwa. Ono ali mu 50s or narcissist. Yakowa wadda. Sijja mu kabira maziga akabi. You may not be overwhelmed by the online dating circumstances. Now my friends, at this juncture, with all these 6 rules, is online dating. You can watch this on YouTube tomorrow. You may look through these 6 rules ositambuliremu nga ogenze ku mikutu egyo egy'enjawulo okufuubayo ekyennyanja ekinene kyogamba kino kitwalawo kagenda kukirya. These are the rules zembawadde. Those are the red flags you have to look for, and always remember, the only reason why a relationship gets online is to take it offline. The moment it stays online, it is a myth. It is not a relationship. So that is halfway of the journey of your singledom. Getting up with it. Go about kingdom, but singledom, na kingdom. Okay? Then you can use all these guidelines to help you navigate relationships online, not to be swindled your money, not people to make you emotionally attached to them before you barely meet them or know them. And then protect your emotions from that depletion of energy that comes with trusting somebody who does not deserve your trust. And when you do all that I've told you, I promise you one thing: emotional happiness. With emotional happiness, I mean you live life fulfilled, happy, career free, no confusion. The mind is always in theta state. Mu psychology tuita theta. Kitegeeza mind esigala ya kuzaala ideas, kunoonya sente, kunoonya nkulaakulana, si kulwana ntalo za emotions. They are so draining. If you want my number, 772-83-1057. Margaret Kabanda agibawadde awo ne Airtel, same number. Again, this is a disclaimer. Nzijukidde. Abanjagala ku WhatsApp kunkubira masimba nange nga mwagala free counseling bane muntu nolire. I'm repeating again, in a good spirit, that free stuff is happening on YouTube and Facebook. Nabaterawo emikutu egyo nga sagala gamba nti sina kyengaba ngala nekangabe naye omuntu waba nteeka mu kintu ekiri private bannange. Relationship issues zidraininga bakansala. Nze maze ku weeks bbiri nga ndi ku therapy kuwona. Siri mulwadde wa musujja, siri mulwadde wa ki ng'omubiri gu breaking down. Lwaki buli omuntu tikka ebintu ebingi nga bakansala spirit yange gyobera okozesa. This is not, I'm not talking about any other kangambe dream or vision. This is love. Love is spiritual. Nabagamba, it's not biological, it's not a physical thing. Mbeera ku mwoyo bwenti kitegeeza mbeera nkwa therapy nkolamu ne bwenti nga nsoma mwoyo kikyoyogera. I am using my spirit. So spirit yetuuka nenkoowa kati bw'ogamba nti nzize kansala twogeremu awo kati ni bannange, you're engaging my spirit and the time again. So nze ngamba, if you want something for free, please go to YouTube, I beg. Go to Facebook, mujasanga videos ntuzibakolera, mujasanga anything coming to inbox and private. You have to engage me as somebody who is going to help you on consultation, but not free. I want to put that message very clear. Thank you so much. In case it's your very first time on this channel, Mariam Nabuja, the Ladies Guide, subscribe and share it with other people. On my Facebook page, like and follow the page. See you next week on Friday, same time. We are talking about change. Namba Sibula. Bannange temumisinga mugambe ku bannamu. Nina ekyokya. Enkyukakyuka ogikwata otya mu relationship ngeze bufumbo mukwano gwo ne bweyagala ng'ebintu bikyuse. Mwandikikutte mutya ne muddema kusuulawo relationships ennungi okudduka. Obutatuulawo bufumbo ne mudduka aye n'otandika kutonoddayo omuzannyo ne muguddamu buto. Tugenda kwogera ku nkyukakyuka ate tumale tudde kufiya. Olw'ensonga nti nafunye omukisa okuba nti I read the story of this marriage which flopped. It so happened nti nabadde nakatuuka went to my office nengende just Facebook. Just I don't read newspapers. I don't listen to radios. I rarely. So nendaba nengamba runaway bride. So I read through. Wow. Nengamba wow in my heart. So something led me to quest more. A spirit led me to a book I bought long time ago. I couldn't even believe it. I bought this book in 2016. I didn't read it until this week on Monday. And it had the answer. And it has been in my shelf for over 5 years to 6 years now. When I opened it like this, it got my attention and the answer was there. And when I saw this, I was like, wow, if the whole world would know this. People would not just stop weddings at the last moment. People would not run away from introduction. People would not disappoint others. when they have emotionally engaged with them, and then they suffer for the rest of their life, they are going to, that person, I don't know them, they are going to pay a very huge price. I'm telling you, it's not something simple. So I read that book on Monday, like 4 hours of my time. I enjoyed it so much because I found the answer. I was so excited. I couldn't believe the next day I was called by the news anchors asking me the same question. Oh, Mariam, why would you talk about this? Oh, it was like, really? I'm reading this and someone is calling me to talk about it. It was a universal kind of connection. Then I was like, wow, I think this book was meant to be read at this particular time. So I'm really guided. I don't have time to really waste on a show which doesn't benefit humanity. So we are going to cover change, how to deal with it, even in your personal lives. Mutandika okufuna emirembe emitima ng'enkyukakyuka ne weeba ezze tekukyusa bubi ne weeba egenda kutamba tekukyusa bubi ufune emirembe emitima, and then you shouldn't lose good relationships because you're overcome with fear. We are going to put fear where it belongs this month. So I wish you well and happy Ramadan for my Muslim sisters and brothers and friends. And I wish you all the best. Peace be upon you. Tulabagane wecheja kusawa zezimu mbasiula mweraba ate mbagala nnyo.